General Motors' best-selling model is getting a makeover. The 2022 Silverado unveiled with new style tech and an all-new off-road ZR2 high-performance model. I'm Fox News Autos editor Gary Gastelu, and with me in the Fox Garage to talk about all of that is General Motors Chief Executive Engineer for full-size trucks, Jaclyn McQuaid. Welcome.
Thanks so much, Gary. Thanks for having me.
So a lot here going on with the new Silverado, but I want to get to the good stuff first. The Silverado ZR2. This is basically a supersized version of the Colorado ZR2. You've been selling for a couple of years right now. Give me the rundown on that model.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success with the Colorado ZR2. Our customers love it. It performs really, really well on the race circuit. We race it with Chad Hall Racing. And it was a time to bring that level of off-road capability up a notch and bring it into full-size trucks with the Silverado ZR2. So that's really what we did. Really starting with the Colorado ZR2 and what our customers love. Something that we found that our customers love with the Colorado ZR2 is that authentic off-road capability that you can race and do incredibly well, whether you're desert running, whether you're rock crawling, whether you're trail running. And then after a fun weekend, you can drive it to work on Monday in comfort. And so that's something that we really focused on with the Silverado ZR2, was really outstanding off-road performance, and then still keeping the level of comfort and ride control and towing and payload that our customers expect from GM full-size trucks.
Big feature that makes this special is the suspension. You've got these Multimatic DSSV shocks. Originally were used on race cars, including Formula One cars, but you transitioned them to a truck. Tell me a little bit more about those.
Yeah, so these are parallel spool valve dampers, and they're 3-zone dampers. We developed these in partnership with Multimatic and with Chad Hall and his race team in the Best in the Desert off-road racing series, as well as at Moab. So we developed these on off-road circuits. And when I say 3-zone, what's really important about that is predominantly when a customer is driving this truck on road back and forth to work every day, they're going to be sitting in our ride zone. And that's where we have really tuned the truck for precision ride, comfort ride, and handling in on-road environments. But we also have position sensitive damping as part of these dampers. And so when the vehicle gets into its extreme wheel travel, whether that's full jounce or full rebound, as you're using the truck to off-road, you're going to enter the other 2 zones. And when you enter those other 2 zones, we have tuned the dampers for very precise ride and handling and off-road maneuvers. So you really get the best of both worlds with the Multimatic DSSV. I think it's a competitive advantage for us for sure. And again, it's that partnership with Multimatic and with Chad Hall and his racing team, and then of course with General Motors, that allowed us to bring these to production.
Now, when you introduced the Colorado ZR2, you brought us out to Colorado, let us loose on a off-road racing track there. I was jumping this thing, 20 feet through the air, 4 feet high. That's what it was designed for. I know you've been testing the Silverado ZR2 in desert racing. Video you released yesterday, though, shows it rock crawling. Is this a truck that could get off the ground?
Absolutely. It really is a truck that can desert run and rock crawl. This truck, the ZR2 race truck, which is very, very similar to the production ZR2, sharing most major chassis components. We've been racing in the Best in the Desert series since 2019 with Chad Hall. And so we have taken this truck, the Silverado ZR2, through 10 professionally sanctioned off-road races. And we've done that in the pure stock production class. And that's really important because our customers should feel confident that the truck that's being raced by Chad in these professionally sanctioned off-road races is very similar to the truck that they're going to go to a dealership and buy. That factory lift is 2 inches right out of our manufacturing facility. The Multimatic DSSV dampers, that's something that's on Chad's truck. That's something you're going to get when you purchase the vehicle through General Motors. The frame is the same, transmission, T-case, obviously the 33-inch mud terrain tire. So we are really confident, and you can absolutely race that truck over the desert and the trail and jump it.
420 horsepower V8. No doubt comparisons are going to be drawn with the Ford F-150 Raptor, the Ram Rebel TRX, the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Where do you put it in that range? What's the customer you're going after that should be looking at this instead of one of those?
Yeah, no doubt, of course, the comparison is going to be made. I mean, clearly, right? And we had choices to make, and every choice we made on the ZR2 for the Silverado was very deliberate. We could have chosen to put a different engine in this, but at the end of the day, the horsepower that the engine produces is not in and of itself what enables you to win a desert running race, what enables you to rock crawl with precision and with excellence. It's the integrated package. And that's what we focused on, giving our customers an integrated package. You put a 700 horsepower engine in and you don't have the right suspension and damping system, you're going to fatigue the driver. He's not going to want to use that horsepower. It's going to be beating them up the whole race. So what we've done is created a total integrated system that allows the truck to perform exceptionally well. And I want to stress this, and then go back on road with comfort, with convenience, with a plush and luxurious interior, not give up towing, not give up payload. And so it really was a decision we made to create a balanced truck for a customer that wants it all and doesn't want to compromise. This customer doesn't want to have to tow his off-road truck to the track and then take it off-road. He wants to drive his truck to the track, off-road with it, and then drive it right back home.
You mentioned towing. Another feature you're going to be offering on the luxurious high country Silverado is General Motors Super Cruise hands-free driving system, which you say is going to work with towing. Are you going to be able to tow to the truck's maximum with this technology? And what changes did you make to it to accommodate for a big trailer being pulled?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm really excited about this feature. My previous role was actually as a chief engineer for heavy duty trucks, and obviously towing being the number one reason for purchase. I'm very versed in what our customers are looking for when they're trailering. And one thing our customers tell us consistently is they want to feel confident and more safer when they tow. So enter Super Cruise with trailering. What we've done with trailering in combination with Super Cruise is we've first of all modified some of our calibrations so that the truck can comprehend the mass of the trailer behind. And when it comprehends that mass, it does a couple of things. It modifies the stopping distance that it knows it needs to allow for because of that extra mass. As a result, it modifies the following distance behind another vehicle, and it also modifies the speed in a curve to make sure that the driver and the truck maintains control of the trailer. We also recognize that there will be times when there is maybe a very stiff crosswind, and for issues outside of the driver's control, the trailer may begin to oscillate. So we've applied oscillation detection to Super Cruise. And if the truck identifies that the trailer is oscillating behind it, it will escalate. And what that means is it will give control back to the driver. The driver will retake control of the truck trailer combination until that trailer is back in control and the driver feels comfortable re-engaging Super Cruise.
You've also upped the power on your base inline four-cylinder turbocharged engine. You've actually eliminated the V6 from the lineup, I guess, in favor of that. And you've increased the towing capacity on the diesel powered trucks. You guys are working on an electric Silverado in the future, but people are still buying diesels. People are still buying these turbocharged gas engines. What do you think's the transition point? What the transition point is going to be that's going to move them into electrics, because they don't seem to have a problem buying these. These are your best-selling vehicles.
Well, there are best-selling vehicles. We're continuing to raise the bar on internal combustion engine trucks, no doubt about it. You mentioned, the 2.7 turbo, and not only the torque improvement, 20% increase in torque, but also we made some significant improvements from a noise perspective. Obviously, the diesel getting that max towing package, increasing 4,000 pounds of towing. Our customers are still very engaged and interested in internal combustion engine trucks, and we're more than happy to accommodate that, of course. On the other hand, we have some great electric trucks coming. The electric Silverado is a really wonderful product. I've had the chance to spend some time with it. I think this is a segment where customers can't be told that they're going to love an electric truck. They need to see that electric truck, and they need to understand for themselves that it really is a great option for them. And we're fine with that because we're very confident we have the product. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that great product out there, and the electric truck is coming, and it's going to be really exciting. And at the same time, we're going to continue to have really fantastic internal combustion engine trucks. We're going to continue to raise the bar on those internal combustion engine trucks, just like this 22 Silverado is doing, so that while those customers are making the decision and getting ready for that transition, we will have for them the ICE trucks that they want in that interim period.
All right, Jaclyn McQuaid, Executive Chief Engineer of General Motors Full Size Trucks. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Terry.
For more about the Silverado and all the latest automotive news, head on over to foxnewsautos.com.